This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis. Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is Tuesday, and I gotta give a shout out to one of my premium YouTube members, Voice Crypto, for the song request. Roll with me, 8-Ball, MJG, and P Diddy. This is a throwback right here. Thanks for the song request, brother, and hope everyone's doing well today. Welcome to another episode. Hope everyone had a great holiday weekend over in the US, but we're back at it. Cryptos never sleep. I know you guys are checking your portfolios over the weekend. We got a lot to talk about though today because Bitcoin is still not looking good. I think we're still heading lower. I've been saying this for some time now. We have to test the $20,000 marker just to make sure that that is a real support level for us. That was the previous all-time high in the last cycle in Bitcoin, and I think we still need to test that. Many people were doubting that that was the case when we were heading to $50,000, $60,000 Bitcoin. They were hitting me up. I thought you said it was going to 20. We're closer to 20 than we are to 60 at this point. So we'll take a look at the Bitcoin technicals, of course. But a veteran trader, Peter Bryant, says that he thinks Bitcoin is crashing further as well after May's 50% drop. So we'll see what he has to say. He got a lot of flack on Twitter. A lot of Bitcoin maximalists and crypto fiends were on his head for his negative sentiment on cryptos, or Bitcoin in particular, before it actually made a move down. It's never popular to be the contrarian, and that's typically what Crypto Blood is. And I see that's what Peter Bryant is doing as well. He thinks we're heading lower. We'll take a look at that. Hey, I got to give you the truth, not what you want to hear in these crypto markets, right? Also, Coinbase, Mike Novogratz bets big on NFTs. He says that it's an iconic thing and then will hold value despite market hype. Now, I've had this conversation over live streams in the past with some of my buddies on a few of my off-the-chain episodes, and I have to agree. NFTs, the iconic ones, right, the very popular ones, will do very well in a crypto crash or reversal. I believe that if you pick the right NFTs, they will actually hold their value or maybe even go up in value. So we're going to take a look at that one as well. And lastly, Coinbase links its Visa debit card with Apple Pay and Google Pay. So we're going to take a look at this. I remember having a Coinbase debit card way back in the day, 2015, 16, used it for many years until they abruptly just shut it down for US citizens. They then, I think about 2019, may have been 18, but they reinitiated it in Europe and I think in the UK. And as of last year, I think they reinstated that for US citizens, but for select customers. So we're going to take a look at what you get with this, and you actually get some bonuses from a particular token for using this card. That may be a play for you, a bullish play for you to take advantage of if that is the case. So we're going to take a look at that. All three articles coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's get it. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And we're going to take a look at the charts really quickly before getting started. As you see, all the scribble scrabble on this chart is lining up, though. We're seeing some consolidation right now in between 31,000 and pretty much 41,000. So we got a $10,000 consolidation zone going on with Bitcoin right now. I'm going to zoom in for you to see, but I ultimately think we're heading lower. As you saw the line I drew last week on this chart, I think we head lower to at least $22,000, somewhere around there, guys. That will be the final move down. Hopefully, listen, we're in crypto. Nothing should surprise you. I'm just being honest with you. I've been in it for almost a decade at this point. Nothing should surprise you. This is a wild market. I'm thinking 20,000 should hold. 20,000 should definitely hold. But listen, we are in cryptos. This stuff can get wild. We can see Bitcoin touch 15,000 in a capitulation moment, right? Really quickly, wick down. Who knows? But I think ultimately 20,000 should serve as some type of area of support for us and build a base for us to head higher to $100,000 Bitcoin. That's my take on it. That's where we are on a daily look at the Bitcoin versus US dollar chart. Now, in regards to the heat map, we are down pretty heavily across the board. Bitcoin is down 2.4%, trading at $35,948. Ethereum is down also 2.4%, trading at $2,540. Doge is up slightly, 1.7% at 31 cents. Litecoin down slightly. XRP up slightly. It's trading at 99 cents. ADA is up pretty strongly today, 4.4%. It's trading at $1.73. Still think that coin has a lot to prove for its current valuation, with no smart contracts, nothing to show other than some staking rewards at this point. Think it's very overvalued. But BNB doing well, up 1.4%, trading at $349. XLM doing very well today, up 7.5%. Could be because of what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, and it's pertaining to XLM, or Stellar Lumens, from the Coinbase article. I'm kind of giving you a sneak peek. But let's first take a look at what Mike Novogratz is doing. He's betting big on NFTs. He says iconic things will hold value despite the market hype. And if you guys don't know who he is the CEO of the crypto asset management firm Galaxy Digital. And they've been pretty bullish on cryptos, and really one of the first ones publicly or from a corporate standpoint to really jump out there into the crypto space. He was like a big finance guy, billionaire dude, and got the Bitcoin bug. One of the earlier ones. He was, late in my book, but early in, if you line it up with other CEOs and stuff that have gotten the Bitcoin bug, he was one of the earlier ones to participate in this move up. 2017, early 17, he was really getting involved. But he is now, and his crew is bullish on NFT markets, and believe, despite the hype around the market, iconic things such as American National Anthem would eventually be converted into an NFT. Novogratz's comments came during his recent appearance on CNBC's Squawk Box. And Novogratz co-founded Candy Digital, an NFT market-focused based company that has joined hands with Major League Baseball to launch its first digital collective in the form of New York Yankees Lou Gehrig's iconic speech. The proceeds from the auction of the speech would go towards charity. The CEO said that we are not even in the first innings of this NFT mania, and more iconic things would continue to garner people's attention. Let me know in the comments below, where are we? Are we in the first inning, second inning, third inning with this NFT stuff? I think you got to look at it from a broader perspective. I would say we're in the very early innings, because NFTs aren't just art. It's just not like digital art or even digital representations of physical art pieces. NFTs are much bigger than that. They can represent deeds to homes, titles to cars or properties or other things. It doesn't just have to be an art-centric thing. And so, yeah, in that sense, yes, we are very early in this NFT space. And he also touched on Bitcoin, saying that he's quite bullish on it despite the recent market correction, and believes Bitcoin will continue to peak new highs. I guess I would like to know from you guys, do you think that in a crypto market correction, NFTs will hold up in their value? Let me know in the comments below, because I have to think that many of them will, but a lot of them won't. They have to be, as Mike Novogratz stated, things that are iconic, are published by well-known entities, brands, or personalities. I think those will hold more value, and of course those that have utility. NFTs that have utility will hold value as well, because you'll need to use those NFT tokens to perform various actions on the blockchain or in apps or dApps. Next, let's take a look at what's going on with this veteran trader, Peter Bryant, that says that Bitcoin is going to see a further slide after a 50% drop in May. This 50% drop was actually the biggest drop we've seen in 1 month since 2011 with Bitcoin. So pretty dramatic and fast move down for Bitcoin, to be honest with you. So Peter Bryant is the chief executive of global trading firm Factor LLC. He's questioning, if not asserting, that the longevity of this ongoing relief rally in Bitcoin market, especially after a 50% plus crash, is not looking great. The veteran commodity trader challenged Bitcoin price historians to identify a single instance in the last decade that saw Bitcoin logging a new record high even 7 months after crashing more than 50%. He also asked to refer to one case when a 50% decline in Bitcoin's price did not lead up to at least a 70% correction. So someone actually responded to him and actually gave him an example back in 2013 when there literally was a 50% drop, and then it raged on to all-time highs that November. I do recall that, and even some other people, Willie Woo, one in particular, tried to pour some cold water on Bryant's fractal-oriented bearish market outlook by referring to fundamentals. He said all drops of that scale with long recoveries were from a starting point where the price was overextended above fundamental valuation. He said this setup is different in that the price is below fundamentals. As a guide, the COVID dump dropped below fundamentals and therefore recovered quickly. Wu himself did not explain what he meant by the term fundamentals. His active followers on Twitter took up the charge to clarify that the analysis referred to the network effect caused as investments sitting in gold and cash oriented portfolios find a place in anti-inflationary holdings. So we'll see what happens here. There were a couple guys that did definitely rebut what Bryant said. However, Bryant, who correctly predicted the 2018 Bitcoin price crash, appeared more technically focused on the next market outlook. In March of 2021, he had anticipated the Bitcoin USD exchange rate to hit $200,000 in either the third or fourth quarter of this year. So he was wrong there. We're definitely not hitting that. Meanwhile, Bryant was also one who decided that he should keep his money in equities instead of cryptocurrencies, just as Bitcoin's prices were approaching a breakout above 12,000. So not looking good for him as far as his reasoning behind us heading lower. A 70% correction, that would be an additional 20% from here, which would only put us at around $28,000 per Bitcoin. So I don't know, man. I personally think we're heading 20,000 to test that area. I don't care what your fundamentals or technical analysis, nothing like that. It's as simple as you have to test your previous all-time highs. Markets need that reassurance, and I think we're going to have to see that coming. Let's quickly talk about this Coinbase update. So they're linking their Visa debit cards to Apple Pay and Google Play. And so they said this in a blog post on today. The firm also said Monday that starting this week, they'll invite select customers off the waiting list for its card product. After initially being available in the UK and in the EU, Coinbase launched its debit card product in the US last October. The Visa debit card comes with opt-in crypto rewards, including 1% back in Bitcoin. And look at this, 4% back in Lumens, the native token of Stellar Network. And what did I say about XLM? It is up 7.8% today. It's probably because of this Coinbase news. I'm going to be honest with you. I will wait for a pullback and then load into this because people are going to definitely use Stellar Lumens more and more since they'll be able to get 4% cash back with it. So I think that is a good play for you long term with this new crypto debit card product that Coinbase is rolling out, this Apple Pay and Google Pay integration. So this is kind of reflective of Coinbase's retail-oriented push. The exchange company continues to build out its institutional offerings as well. Last week, Coinbase announced a new beta version of its prime brokerage services. So again, I think this is a good play for Stellar Lumens. That's probably why it's up today. This was released today, this blog post by Coinbase. So that's quite naturally why Stellar Lumens is up. I will wait for a pullback and then get into that coin. That's a fundamental play, long-term play. I think will pan out pretty well for you. But that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Again, I gotta give a shout out to Voice Crypto, a premium member. You see that holla badge next to his name, 8Ball MJG, roll with me, featuring P Diddy. And that's my two Satoshis. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here, people. Holla!